guys know what order you're doing things in?
Can I actually do this?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or what? Why do you want me on this side?
Better the good side.
I don't know, I feel...
Whatever makes you
feel
more
good
comfortable,
here.
yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I think the order of what we're doing it in is you're making your dough,
Making the dough first.
then your dough has to rise.
Yes.
While the dough rises, we're making shortbread.
That's exactly right.
And then shortbread chills, we come back to the pizza,
Come
make
back.
the pizza,
Yep.
bake everything.
Exactly.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah. Hi, I'm JoJo Worthington,
And I'm Shaylah.
and welcome to Baking for Change. This is the JoJo and Shaylah edition, and we're gonna be making pizza dough. We're gonna make a very delicious pizza.
And we're also making shortbread, Mama Mahoney's shortbread cookies.
Mama Mahoney.
Yeah.
Love it.
Maybe let's dive in.
Let's get into it.
Bake with us, Canada. This week's guests are JoJo Worthington and Shaylah Mahoney. And this week's recipes are for shortbread cookies and pizza.
This pizza dough recipe is really great because for me, whenever I have a pizza craving, I want pizza now. And I found that a lot of pizza dough recipes, you had to make the pizza dough like 3 days, 2 days in advance. This one, you can have pizza today, which
That's
is
the
great.
best.
That's perfect. So, and it's honestly the best pizza dough recipe I've ever found. I found it on TikTok through Alexandra's Kitchen, and I'll never try another pizza dough recipe. This will be the one that you have forever too. Maybe not, but it's very good. So yeah, it's pretty easy. We have 4 cups of flour here. We have 2 cups of lukewarm water. We have a teaspoon of yeast, and we have 2 teaspoons of salt. And I've brought with me my grandma's wooden spoon to mix it all together. So let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so into this bowl, we already have our 4 cups of flour. We're gonna put the yeast in, and I'll let you put the salt in.
Oh,
Shaylah.
wow. Incredible.
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Yep.
Right in there.
So 1 teaspoon yeast, 2 teaspoons salt, and we're gonna whisk it.
Okay, I get to do the
We
honors.
get to do it.
Amazing.
We want to make sure it's all
Nice and incorporated.
Yep. That's
Incredible.
Lovely.
Great. All right, how's that looking?
I think you could do a bit more.
I could do a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep her going. Nice and incorporated. That's
Yes.
what we're aiming for here. Is a full incorporation of that yeast and salt.
Exactly.
Maybe just give me a when. Just let me know when it
Okay.
looks too. You know your recipe best.
Okay. I think
Great.
that's good.
Perfect. Fantastic.
Okay, and then we're gonna add in the water here. Just gonna dump
The
it
whole
all
thing.
in. Yeah. 2
Wonderful.
cups lukewarm water that I pre-measured, and now we're gonna mix that.
Mix
Mix
it
it
up.
all up.
Awesome. Maybe while you're mixing your dough here, do
Mhm.
you want to tell me some of the songs that you mix, some of the songs that you do?
Oh, yeah. So I'm an audio engineer and a music producer and also a songwriter. And I like to make music in every kind of way. So
Where can we find
that's
some of
what
your
I do.
music?
You can go to jojoworthington.com, or you can go on Spotify or Bandcamp and all those places wherever you listen to music.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to reach you. I'm feeling so afraid, and every day the faces change and change.
Okay, so now the dough is mixed. You want to mix it just till it's incorporated, and it's gonna look pretty wet. Depending on the humidity of your household, sometimes your dough might look really shaggy, but don't worry, it's gonna all come together soon enough. But now we're gonna let it rest. So we're just gonna cover it with a damp towel, and you wanna let it rest for at least 2 hours. And then we'll come back and we'll make pizza.
Great, so we're going to make Mama Mahoney's shortbread now.
Yeah.
And I'll walk you through what you need. So the first two most important things you need is your two useful utensils, your hands. But in terms of ingredients, you need 3/4 of a cup of unsalted butter, a 1/4 cup of icing sugar, 1/4 cup of white granulated sugar, a little bit of salt, maybe about a 1/4 teaspoon, and a 1.5 cups of flour. And we're gonna actually take this in a bit of a different direction. We're going to also add a little bit of grated sharp cheddar and some thyme from my dad's garden. So it's both Mama Mahoney and Papa Mahoney's, shortbread cookies today.
That's
So let's get started. We're going to add both of our sugars into the bowl. So our white sugar and our icing sugar, and we're going to follow that with our butter. All of the butter, the heaping mountain of butter. And I'm gonna get my hands in here, follow it with a little bit of salt. I have a little bit more than I think I need here. And yeah, we're actually just gonna knead this together with our hands. And so I'll, as I'm kind of, this cold butter, it's definitely, you want it right from the fridge because that helps keep your...
You want it freezing.
Yeah, maybe not freezing, like super hard, but definitely you want it to be malleable so you can kind of squish it. This is always my favorite part, is getting to kind of play with like the butter and the sugar. And so this butter is a little bit more hard and frozen, so we have to work it a little bit more. But we're just going to mash it up into the sugar.
Maybe while you're doing that, you can tell me a bit about your band.
Yeah, I'd love to. So I am in a Canadian folk band called Wild Remedy, and we always say we're based out of somewhere between Ottawa and Montreal because two of us live in Ottawa, one of us lives in Montreal. So yeah, we started making kind of new Canadian folk music a couple of years ago in 2022. And we just released our 2 singles last year, What I Did Find and Wild Remedy.
Very good
and
songs.
You can stream it anywhere you find music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3-part harmony by angels, basically. So
we love a good harmony.
Yeah.
But good things will come from stepping into the unknown. Good things don't come from holding on to what you know. But good things will come from stepping into the unknown. What I did find was worth all the things I had to leave behind, and how I grew was worth all the suffering that I went through.
So our butter and sugar and salt is all mixed. So maybe what I'll get you to do, JoJo, is help me put in the flour here. So if you can maybe just pour a little bit at a time.
Okay.
So maybe start, start with a little bit. Here, I can give you a little hand. We'll start with maybe like 1/3 of what we have there.
Okay.
And we're gonna go back mixing with our hands here. And this is the thing about the shortbread recipe, is that once you start mixing the flour in, we were actually just talking about how sometimes the shortbread recipes, you end up with a bit of a buttery mess once you get cooking. And I think the trick is not adding enough flour. And when you start, when you start mixing in the butter and the flour, you'll see that your butter kind of just like crumbles apart and you think, oh my gosh, I've messed this up. I've added too much flour, but you haven't. Just have faith. Just trust the process.
No.
I think that's the key today. Trust the process with the pizza dough. Trust the process with the shortbread dough.
It's true.
So we're almost incorporated here. You start to notice that you'll have a little bit of flour left at the bottom of your bowl. So try and get it a little bit incorporated. And again, just kind of fold over your cookie dough. Keep folding it over. Maybe I'll get you to give me a little bit more flour here. So we'll tip in maybe another like third.
Okay.
And then we'll keep going.
Get in there.
And I always used to say the texture you're looking for is, you know, that like February kind of snow that you get sometimes. That's like, we always called it shortbread snow in my family.
Wow.
Yeah, because that's kind of the texture you're looking for. It's like that weird gray slush, which is, you know, it kind of brings a bit of happiness to like February and March weather. Is that like half frozen, half not frozen snow. So that's kind of the texture you're looking for. And we're almost getting there. You can see that our butter is still pretty solid, and I want to really incorporate that fat with our dry ingredients here. So we're getting there, but it'll start to kind of crumble before it gets there. So our dough is all mixed up, and now's the time where we actually split it into two separate doughs. So one dough, two purposes. So I'm going to mix together our thyme, our Papa Mahoney thyme, and our cheddar cheese. And there isn't really measurements with it. My recipes are always measured with your heart. So maybe this is probably about maybe a teaspoon of thyme and let's say like a quarter of a cup or so of cheese.
Okay.
And JoJo, maybe while I mix this together, if you want to form some cookies, maybe just take a little section of dough and then roll it together. We have a cookie tray in front of us. Our oven is preheating at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and let's go.
Now, Shaylah, this cookie dough is a little bit crumbly.
It is.
But is that what we're looking for?
That is what we're looking for. So like I said, the key is you think it's going to be a little bit too dry, but really once you put it in the fridge to chill and then the oven to bake, that's truly when the magic happens, is that flour and the butter kind of meld together. And you want something that has a bit of rise, but isn't going to like totally melt on you. So yeah, it is going to be a little bit crumbly, but don't doubt the recipe. Just have faith, and it should all work out. And that's honestly the fun part about cooking. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but then you learn. So, so I'm going to join you in forming these.
Awesome.
Put them on our tray, and yeah, if you have the time, you can let these chill in the fridge for maybe minimum half an hour. And but if not, they're good to bake. The chilling just kind of helps it stay together a little bit more at that risk of the loss of butter.
Yes, we want to keep the butter intact.
Well, we're good to go. So we will put these in the fridge for a little bit, and then they'll go in the oven.
So we have let our dough rise for 2 hours. What you're gonna do next is you're gonna split it into 4 portions and put them, those portions, into a little container like this. And then you're gonna let that rise for 2 hours. And we have already done that. So now we are ready to make our pizza. And it's really up to you what you wanna put on your pizza. But what I love to do is whenever I have people over or I'm hosting a dinner, I love having people make their own pizza. So then everyone's happy, everyone gets their own ingredients. So Shaylah, you're gonna make your own pizza with me.
Wonderful.
It's gonna be great. Yeah. So we're gonna take our risen dough and we're gonna just plop it into some flour here. And I'm just gonna scrape it out. And we're just gonna try to very gently form it into a pizza shape. You'll see that there are lots of little bubbles in the dough.
It's a good sign.
That's a good sign. We don't want to kill those. And you're just gonna gently move it around, rotate it in a circle like that. This is more of a thin crust pizza, which I'm a big fan of. So we're gonna try and get it pretty thin here.
Maybe while you're shaping your dough, I can list off a couple of optional pizza toppings.
Yes.
So we have some sauce here, some pizza sauce, just traditional tomato sauce, some partially skimmed mozzarella that you get in a block, grated up, some Parmesan, burrata, which is like a fresh buffalo milk mozzarella, super good, some chili oil, some honey,
Love it.
and a variety of cured meats. Got some prosciutto, some salami, basil, tomato. Really, JoJo's pulled out all the stops here. You can really make whatever you want.
I take my pizza seriously, so.
Goodie Goodie is a non-profit bakery offering training and jobs for refugee youth.
Hi, it's Stephen at Goodie Goodie, and that was Wendy Pauls, the host of the Baking for Change show. We're getting ready to launch our first ever pop-up bakery, and we could really use your help. We want to earn our way, not just accept donations. So 100% of the profit from our bakery sales and 100% of your donation goes towards paying our young refugee staff. Everyone at Goodie Goodie is a volunteer, and we don't pay for things like rent or advertising, so our administration costs are almost zero, which makes us a pretty good choice when deciding who you want to support. There's a donation link right on our website, as well as in the description section of this video. And the more you donate, the more refugee kids we can bring into our program. For more information, visit goodiegoodie.ca.
We've oiled our pans, and now we're gonna take our stretched out pizza dough and we're gonna put it right on our pan.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a fan of, honestly, I prefer thin crust pizza.
Yeah,
It
I love it.
often provides more surface area for all your toppings.
Mhm.
Less cooking time too, which that's a win.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is a very fast cooking pizza.
Incredible.
So we're just laying it on the pan, and the olive oil does make the dough shrink in a bit more, but just stretch it out a little bit more once it's on the pan. And you should be good. Oh, and the oven's ready.
What timing! Amazing!
What time? So now we're ready to put some toppings on. I have prepared a very simple tomato sauce. It's just a can of crushed tomatoes, some olive oil, some garlic, some spices in there, but it's very easy to make your own tomato sauce. So just putting some on there as you would any pizza.
Wow.
And slathering it on. Don't get your sleeve in the sauce. That's a good
We have two very different approaches to cooking. I feel like mine is very fully immersive, and I appreciate JoJo's like methodic, very clean uses spoons.
So do you want to grab it with your hands?
I think that might be even too far for me. So, well, I feel like once it reaches like a sauce consistency, then it's a little too much. But maybe, you know what? If that's somebody's style, I can't judge.
Yeah,
Can't cramp on that style. So, all right, I'm gonna copy you and add some.
Go
This
for
tomato
it.
sauce, I didn't know you made it. It smells incredible.
Oh,
It
thank
smells
you.
so good. Man, I'm so excited.
Yay!
All right,
Great spreading.
thank you.
Yeah.
I can use spoons.
So, Shaylah, I was curious, do you have any shows coming up with your band?
Yeah, good question. We do. So we do have some later this summer, some in June. We're hoping to actually do a show in Toronto, Ottawa, and Montreal towards the end of
Nice.
June. So you can keep an eye out for that. We have a couple lined up for July. Some we can't quite say yet, but we're super excited for it. How about you? What's coming up for you?
I am playing at Ursa in Montreal on March 22nd. am quite excited about that show. I'm going to be with my band. So it'll be a night of lovely music.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Well, what else can we put on these pizzas?
So now this part is optional for you. I'm going to cut up some tomato. I'm going to cut up some salami, a little prosciutto, put that on. But if you just wanted to put cheese on your pizza and be done with it, that's also delicious. It's up to you. That's the great thing about having a personal pizza. You can do whatever you want. So I'm going to just put this aside for now and grab
Here, I'll pass
these tomatoes.
pass
Would you
this
like
to
some
you.
tomatoes, Shaylah?
Sure. Yeah, whatever you
Lovely.
recommend. These tomatoes look amazing. So I was a more topping on top of the cheese kind of
Topping on
person.
top.
But I'm guessing your preference is underneath.
I was going to do under.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Hey,
that's
I mean,
a good idea.
like we said, this can be however
Yes.
you want to make it. So
Would you like some salami?
sure.
Okay, perfect.
I love salami.
Cut some little strips of salami here.
Amazing. Here, I'll take some of these tomatoes and place them on top. Maybe we'll do kind of a, I don't know, don't really have a rhyme. Don't really a rhyme or a
Fun
reason,
design.
but we'll stick them on there. And
Yeah.
I'll take maybe 2 more.
Love it. Some prosciutto. We can slice.
I think that's the wonderful thing about pizza too, is it is kind of an all-season food.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
You can, I don't know if you have you ever had grilled pizza in the summer?
Like in a wood oven or something?
Yeah, wood oven or like a barbecue. I guess not many people, maybe some people have wood ovens in their backyards. Those
Yeah.
are the people you want to be friends with.
Yes, those are the people. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like summertime, you got your wood oven pizza. Winter, maybe more like hearty pizza. It's really all season kind of food.
Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna put some mozzarella cheese on, and I'm a big cheese fan, so
grab some as well.
yes,
Do
please
that at the same time.
Let's do it. Cover that in cheese.
Ooh, yes.
It's gonna be great. Also have some Parmesan cheese here. That's really good as well. I like to put that on after it's baked,
Oh,
but
okay. I'm gonna throw a little bit on before.
put on before.
Yeah.
Do what you want. Maybe I'll put on some.
The influence.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, so now we are ready to bake our pizza.
Well, our cookies are baked, and I think it's time to finish off our pizza. So let's bring her
Yeah.
home.
Okay, let's do it. So you could just stop here if you want. This is delicious. We got our delicious pizza. I'm gonna go a step further and put some burrata on it.
Such a good choice.
Just a little bit, you know?
Amazing.
Just a little dollop of burrata here. Every now and then.
Wow.
And then we're gonna put some basil.
Yeah,
Have
maybe I'll join you in putting some stuff
Please
on
do.
mine. I want to do. There's a place that we were both actually just talking about today in Montreal, where we both live, and they have incredible pizza. And they have one that has like spicy honey. So
Fugazi pizza.
yeah, exactly. So we're gonna do a little homage to Fugazi pizza in
Yes.
Montreal. Oh, I got a big dollop of honey on there, but
Nice.
we're leaning into the like
Yes, we
sweet
are.
salty.
Yes. So we have
Incredible.
honey, we have hot chili oil that we're gonna put
I've got some
on.
basil too.
We
A
have
little bit of basil.
basil, a little bit of Parmesan if you want more of that.
Amazing.
And we also have some pepper, some freshly cracked
Ooh,
pepper for you.
That's
if you
true.
like.
Here, let me. Would you like
Oh,
some pepper?
I'd love some.
Can I
Please,
put some pepper?
go. Thank you.
Look at that.
Love it.
Amazing. I'm gonna do some on mine too.
Perfect.
I really like spicy things, so
I really like
spicy
a lot of honey. So
chili oil.
yes.
It's incredible. Oh my gosh, look at that drizzle.
This is quite
Ah,
the pizza.
Amazing.
And
Incredible.
yeah,
Incredible.
little bit of basil
Wow.
and a little bit of parm, just for fun.
All the garnishes. These are really the
Yeah.
finishing touches.
Really.
Really makes it.
And what an easy pizza dough recipe. Am I right? Yes.
Thank goodness it's Friday, because that's the day Goodie Goodie Pop-Up Bakery is open. Goodie Goodie is a non-profit bakery providing training and jobs for refugee youth. Delicate French petit fours, giant New York-style cookies and chocolate from Peace by Chocolate in Nova Scotia. And 100% of the profit goes to support their young refugee staff. Every Friday from 10 to 3 at Community Christian Reformed Church, 1275 Bleams Road, right at Fischer-Hallman in Kitchener.
Well, should we taste it?
Yeah, let's cut her up. Let's do it.
Incredible.
I'm not very good at cutting though. That's
You got it. You got it. And what kind of? So we have our thyme and cheddar cookies and our regular cookies. We're gonna have a deliciously extravagant meal.
Yes.
What kind of cookie would you like to pair with your pizza?
Oh my gosh, I want to try the savory one first.
Okay,
and then
amazing.
I want one of the sweet ones.
Incredible, incredible. Well, maybe we can try one together. I'm gonna split one of these cookies in half, and they're almost like it's almost like a scone cookie. They're hearty things.
Yeah.
But maybe we can have we can try one of those, and we'll try one of the regular recipe shortbread too, or regular cookies.
Love
But
it. Don't get your sleeve.
sharing is caring, so we're gonna share these things. Oh, thanks for cutting that up.
Yeah.
Incredible. So we got our cookies ready to go. What should we start with?
Let's try a cookie.
Cookie?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to try? You're going the savory. I'll try the sweet.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers. Mmm.
Tastes
Wow.
like home. Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Classic shortbread. Amazing.
Yeah, the salty and sweet. I love that.
Incredible.
Very good.
Amazing. I'm gonna try some of this pizza.
Let's do it. Maybe I didn't cut it.
I was really admiring this crust too. You know, it's a good pizza crust when it can like withstand. It can hold up to the cheese, the sauce. Bam.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yay.
Woo.
Wow. That's so good.
Yummy.
That homemade sauce. The homemade sauce really brings it
Oh.
home.
Thank you.
That's delicious.
Yum.
Incredible.
I hope you have a fun time making pizza and cookies at home.
And find a friend to do it with.
Yeah.
It makes it more fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for watching. This is Baking for Change. I'm JoJo Worthington.
I'm Shaylah Mahoney.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time on Baking for Change. Special thanks to JoJo Worthington, Shaylah Mahoney, Red Path Sugar, Danby Appliances, and Community Christian Reformed Church.